Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this. Risco in Tokyo coming at you with some Risk of Rain 2. I was gonna do the Binding Isaac thing, the setup, and then it's not even a funny joke, so just we're just doing the Risk of Rain 2. Our tags seem to be appropriate. Let's get ourselves into the mod view, and then I don't know. We're just gonna do the thing. That's what we always just do the thing. It's just gonna be the thing that's happening. Yeah, there we are. Okay, mod view is on. Let's just jump. Folks will show up as they show up. I don't know what we're doing. We're gonna do some commando, I think. We'll go play on do a bit of drizzle. No, I said commando because I meant commando. Let's go. Let's do the thing. We're gonna shoot the blorbos. They'll be cute, and then they'll be splattered all over everything as they should be. But probably we'll be splattered. That's what usually happens. At least we've got like the nice suit. That's a shoot. Okay. That's also a shoot. That's your basic shoot. I have to remind myself of how this freaking game works every single time we play. That's a slide. Oh, flop a ball! I get a flooding can occur. Hopefully not where you are, because y'all get, I think, enough of the flooding. Too much flooding, honestly. I would like you to have less. I could be one of the signs, alien signs. I am an alien. My card used to say, in fact, resident alien. It no longer says that, because they changed their cards. Which is a shame, because I kind of liked being... I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't want the... What the fuck? Oh, we're so dead. Oh my god. Alright. I embrace the void. Let's do that again, shall we? Rain is... I mean, it's always risky. Oh, Hive, wonderful to see you. Also to Flopple, I didn't say wonderful to see you because I was surprised, but wonderful to see you as well. And Quill floats down the river like Ophelia, but prettier and less dead. Please remain less dead. But I do like Ophelia. I think she's pretty slick, so... I mean, bad taste in men. But honestly, it seems to come up a lot. Like Julia, terrible taste in men. Juliet, also terrible taste in men. But she keeps her skin. So there's that. Science from aliens for science are sure a thing. They're like, sure, water may murder us. How am I dead already? Because I'm reading. But what if we land on this planet that's mostly water? They could have assumed that it was just like for show. Crawls out of a well like truth, but not to shame men. Are you just gonna stab men? I mean, just skipping the shaming part and going straight to the stabbing? I often feel like that. That might just be me, though. God. Let's just... We're gonna work out all of our bad play right away, get it sorted, and then we'll only have good play. Why stop at men? I mean, you know, I was gonna think of a just completely senseless animal, like an orca or a flamingo, but honestly, they haven't fucked with me. So, there's that. Maybe like flatworms, but even flatworms serve a purpose in the ecology. Quill said, so my boss asked me if I had pronouns I'd like added to my work profile, and I accidentally blurted out, I do, but I'm not changing them. I'm not changing them right now. Okay. That seems like... So I'm very clearly a mistress of secrets. Okay, good. Okay, I wasn't sure like what direction we were going with this one. The blurted out kind of threw me. Oh, could things just not shoot me for like 2 seconds? 2 seconds, Turkish. 2 seconds. Maybe if I used my other guns. Oh, for fuck's sakes. So it turns out my boss knows. Okay, so I may be coming from the future, but I thought your boss knew. Flobble says the aliens are like, I'm sure the humans are just like, this is our display water. It's for show. We haven't weaponized it at all. I mean, honestly, I've got lots of display things. I've got a new dress. That's not a display dress. That's like just, I want to wear that constantly, but honestly, it's just a bit too chilly for it right now. But it is a fabulous dress, and it only cost me 500 yen. Because I am cheap. Dresses do become... They do, though. I didn't think this was going to fit, because it was a, it was one of those, like, this is supposed to fit everybody, but in reality, that usually means that this fits small people, because I'm in Japan. But it did, in fact, fit me like unto a glove. And it's weirdly low cut in the back, which means that you can see my tattoos. And I love that. Meanwhile, the new clothes I've got coming in are Funeral Doom Metal Tank Top. I never played Doom Metal at a funeral. But there was a kid who insisted on playing Green Day's Time of Your Life at his grandfather's wake, and he played it on loop for, I think, an hour straight, until one of the older volunteer ushers kind of came up and was like, we're just going to take the boombox away from you now. We're really sorry that this reminds you of your granddad, but this has to end now. The best funeral metal is Slayer's Hell Awaits. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of choices. Why? I thought we were playing on Drizzle. Like, everything is here to kill us today. What the fuck? Game, what is your gig? Did he play it because it was titled Good Riddance? Is Time of Your Life titled Good Riddance? I don't remember. All I remember is like staying away from that, what do we call it? It wasn't a hall. It wasn't a theater. The room that the wake was being held in, I just stayed the fuck away from it, because I was busy in the basement. It is indeed titled Good Riddance. Oh my god, that's hilarious. That is so fucking great. That's like the people that play Closer at weddings. I love it. I love every minute of it. I shouldn't. That's evil of me, but I do. That is fucking hilarious. And I don't know if the usher would have realized that, because the usher was like 70. I don't believe the usher was a Green Day fan. Although he may have been, you know. He could have been hip. He could have been with it. Floppable, I'm not sure, and by not sure, I mean I'm completely sure that I don't know who Cardinal Pell is, but I will assume from the vehemence there that Cardinal Pell is a bastard. Quite possibly a bastard. Now I'm wondering, like, if this was the kid's like backhanded something at his granddad, or like if this was listen to lyrics but didn't pay attention to title. Because I forget titles all the time. I'm very much of the like, oh, it's the one song that goes like do do do, you know, that one. It's the one song that's all like, I wanna fuck you like an animal, except I know that one's Closer. So it's actually not like that one song at all. Oh, for fuck's sakes! I was behind the thing that Kronos told us we could hide behind. Flopple says, I'll just say he's a piece of shit, and I'm glad he's dead. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. Cardinal Pell is living in hell, and it is sure swell. Archdiocese of Australia, what covered... Oh! Okay. We can absolutely leave it at that. I don't want to, I don't want to put anybody through any more of a ringer than the knowledge itself already does. Oh, Kirby Crackle, how I love thee. Let me count the ways. Fucking zero. Zero ways. I do not like you, Kirby Crackle. And I need you, I wish that you would not. Maybe that'll be what I do on this Monday, which is far away from right now, but because I do have gift cards from my work because I worked on New Year's Day. Actually 8,000 yen worth of gift cards. But my work is generally shit as far as like things I actually need that I can't requisition. So, but I could use it to get a headset. Because I think some of the branches, like some of the shops in the chain do have that. Unfortunately not the one that I work at, but it's weird because like our stock is mostly standard, except not. I made use of gift cards today. What was that? Are you pleased with your purchase? It just feels like weird phrasing, is all. Like $80 dues. Yeah, it's just like there's not really... Honestly, like there's not a lot from my shop that I really need that I don't already have. And I should check, actually, if they go bad or not, but... I mean, I could always buy a carton of smokes, but that just seems like kind of a waste. And like I said, most of the things I get from the shop, like, I already requisition. So, that just seems really weird. I got AirPod Pros 2 with them. Okie dokie. That sounds like a good, I was gonna say a good and normal purchase, but like that would be a fucking weird thing to say. That would be a completely weird thing to say. So maybe I should? You could definitely use them on a reasonably cromulent headset though. This is true. I just have to find one of the shops that actually has like an electronics department. Or like, honestly, electronics corner. Even the bigger shops don't really have anything that could qualify as a department. AirPods Pro 1s already have surprisingly good audio. I've heard the 2s are even better. Do they animate on 2s? Oh! Speaking of audio and music, I just finally broke down and bought the Thought Crime album that I've just been listening to constantly. Because I figured I might as well just give them the money in a direct way as opposed to a roundabout way that maybe they're making money off of ads on YouTube, but probably not. Oh! How's it sound? Is it like... does it sound smooth like butter? I'm not sure if you could describe Thought Crime's music in any medium as smooth like butter, but you know what I mean. Hive says, I was saving my credit card reward points for air miles, but I'm not traveling anytime soon. My points were expiring, so I just used them to get a $500 gift card. I mean, it's kind of like just kicking the expiry date down the the road, down the road, as it were. I am so lost. Which, I mean, you know, honestly, good for us. We survived long enough to get some items this time, so this is going to be the run that makes Kronos proud. Wait, what? For real? It's quite pretty. The vinyl, I'm guessing? You know, you could always buy a second vinyl and frame one of them. Oh, fudge! Oh, you jerk. He just knocked me off the... I didn't get to buy my thing. Or I bought it, but I didn't pick it up. Good album, good album. It's such a... I mean, like... I don't know how well or not the vinyl improves it, but, I mean, I do imagine that it does, but, like, the album itself, just base album, is so fucking good. Easily the best thing that I've heard, like, the best new, unexpected thing that I've heard in, like, the last couple of years. Now, granted, some of that is just that I tend to listen to a lot of the same musicians and just get their new stuff, but it's like I expect that stuff to be good because I've liked it in the past. Oh ho ho! My copy is mislabeled, so both sides are marked side B. Oh my god, that's gonna be like... That's gonna be worth money on the secondary market. When thought crime becomes big, you can lord it over people. If you're plugging in your DualShock 4, you can use my earphones with an inline mic, so hopefully work as a decent set of low-cost IEMs. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know how that helps me, but... Flubble says, to be honest, I listen to vinyl for the ritual. If I wanted the goodest ever sound quality, I'd listen to lossless with some plainer IEMs in. Okay. But, like, vinyl's got... Like, that's the whole gimmick with vinyl, right? Is it's got its own little warm feel to it because of the crackle and pop. Or does vinyl, like, not do that anymore? I think, like, the newest thing that I had on vinyl was either Antichrist Superstar or Downward Spiral, actually. Wait, was it Downward Spiral? I don't know, it came with, like, a bonus disc that had a thumb on it. And by bonus disc, I mean bonus, like, EP? Like one of those little itty-bitty records? It has different mastering, too, because of the physical limitations of the format. Okie dokie. It's different, quote-unquote. It does because then you get decent headphones with a mic built in instead of a headset that's mediocre, but costs more because it's a headset. Well, I mean, but it also needs to stay on my head, is the thing. I need things that stay on my head, which is something that the headset is designed to do by nature. Okay, like, Beetle Queen, we're talking music here. You can't just be fucking my shit up while we're talking about music, is the thing. I would like you to stop, please. I just want you to stop. I'm trying to learn, Beetle Queen, and you're making me pay attention to you. The absolute rudeness, though. Not everything is about you, Beetle Queen. I'm not dying on the first stage again, goddammit! I am fucking dying on the first stage again. Oh, I hate it. I could also send you my Skull Candy Aviators, since I'm not using them and Dad doesn't use them either. I thought we were talking about headsets and not sunglasses. Now, I would look pretty kickin' in a pair of aviators, except I would also be functionally blind. I could get to work because I just have the route, like, memorized in muscle memory. but I mean, cute and functionally blind is, I mean, that's a look. If I was the kind of person who could leverage that, or maybe who would be comfortable leveraging that, I mean, I could probably get some mileage out of that. Wait, like Howard Hughes? They're shaped like Howard Hughes? He was the only aviator I could think of off the top of my head. Don't judge me, okay? I don't know many pilots. I should have said Maverick! God damn it! I should have said Maverick! Ah, I hate, like, that fucking robot in the one story. Except it's just for me? For me? Oh, God bless it. What? Amelia Earhart! God! Why the fuck? Why Howard Hughes? Why though? I hate it. I hate it so much. And not only could I only think of Howard Hughes, but I could only think of Howard Hughes as played by an extremely smug Leonardo DiCaprio. And I don't know if that's a thing that ever happened. It was, if I recall correctly. Okay, so at least there is, like, there is some... And oh, there we go! Okay, there's the logic thread. Aviator sunglasses, Aviator the movie. The Aviator in the movie The Aviator is Howard Hughes, who is played by Leonardo DiCaprio. I've never seen that movie and it has no emotional weight on my heart, and yet, there we are. The brain meets work in mysterious ways, though. I recently realized, and I was both pleased and deeply disappointed, that one of my intrusive thoughts is basically word for word a throwaway line in a Darkest of the Hillside Thickets song, and I kind of hated that. His face is very big on the poster, and he is very smug. But I think, like, Leonardo DiCaprio just always looks very smug. One day I want to try the Skull Candy Crushers. That sounds like a roller derby team. And I am deeply disappointed that they're not. I do not want to fight the boss until I get at least one shitty item. Amelia Earhart. Why would I not? Why would I not think of Amelia Earhart? Like, it's so obvious. I am filled with disappointment. I somehow managed to stumble onto limited edition Ting Tings branded aviators. So the one conceit of the design is lost. They were not Tim Tams. Because I think Tim Tam branded aviators would be probably just as ugly. Kill everything, droid, please. Since the crushers are like a bassy headphone with a bass slider that cranks it up to ridiculous proportions with motors that make the headphones vibrate too. Excuse me? This sounds amazing. I don't know how well they would work for me, but I still feel like I need to have them in my life. I would like something that is designed to make my cranium shake. It sounds exciting. Their earpieces are shaped like aviator lenses, so for the majority of models they're covered in a somewhat translucent material that looks like sunnies. And people can see your ears? People can just see your ears? Had everyone in the house crowding around my computer, so I couldn't talk for ages. Quill, you were here in spirit. Also, does that mean that they were listening to me? Should I have said something special to them? The special here is in heavy quotes. It could have been... I could have said it in words of 4 letters. They have drivers... Oh, okay. That's fair. Oh, Des? Wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very well. And by all means, do not worry about lurking. Please stop killing me. I honestly... No. Do not... With the zapping. With the zapping and the killing, all of this, it has to stop. Honestly. The rudeness, the absolute fucking rudeness. Oh my god. Why? Why though? Did I curse myself by listening to the Sneaker Pimps before I started the stream? Except that wasn't the last thing that I listened to before the stream started. I was listening to, Thought Crime. Because I had exactly enough time. We are... I don't know. Oh, well, we should definitely be doing Drizzle. That's clearly is part of the issue here. Tell them about the dude I sent you a thing about, what no-sold colonialism. This dude is, like, is slick as. Let me pull it up. And I know I'm gonna just murderize the name, and I hate that, but, Aguilar? Maybe? A-G-U-I-L-A-R. Is it Agui? So, right, so we got this, Nicolas de Aguilar is a Spanish official in New Mexico, that was fighting for the rights of native people as much as was within his power to do at the time as a colonial official. This is 1660. And so basically he was such a thorn in the side of, you know, the colonial government that he gets tried by the Inquisition and excommunicated. And the judge is like, so we're excommunicating you because, you know, you're not going to let us, you're against us enslaving these people and, like, stripping them of the religion, and so you're excommunicated, and fuck you. And Nicholas here just fires back like, bitch, don't care, didn't ask. And the judge was so gobsmacked by this response that he resigned. Because, and the quote says, he resigned saying he did not wish to proceed with people who had no fear of God or censures. So, I guess this is going to be our evening hero, Nicolas de Aguilar, whose name I do apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly. Your ghost can come and kick my ass. I 100% accept that because you sound like a pretty rockin' dude. He basically said he did not care for all the excommunications in the world. Yes. Also, Kronos, wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very, very well. Hope that life is treating you very kindly. I've been getting my butt kicked, and it's been exciting. So we're going to move away from Commando, who has not been working for me at all, and we are going to go to the loader. Because I like the loader. She's exciting. You know, I always thought that the loader was the suit, but I'm pretty sure that the loader is just a woman wearing the suit. I did not, Kronos, because I am a terrible friend, but I will. That is a promise. I will do that while I am uploading the VOD. That is my promise to you. I mean, I am a terrible friend, but also I did kind of get busy. The loader is Ripley. I'm pretty sure the loader is, in fact, Ripley. I think that's the gag. I did notice, like, the thumbnail was the results screen, though, Kronos. And I did notice that you did not, in fact, die. So, that's exciting. I don't know if that was supposed to be a flex, because I know that you haven't played Gungeon in a while. But I do deserve to be flexed on, because I know that some of the runs that stream were, like, complete and utter throwaways on my part. I am still honestly kicking myself that I didn't take that payday loan. I tried doing another run as the robot, but got smoked in the Abbey. Oh, got smoked in the hardest freaking place in the game? Flex, flex, flex. No, I'm only ribbing you. Has anyone played Returnal? I'm worried it's a bullet hell shooter game. I heard good things about Returnal, but I can't recall anything specific. Smooth like butter, it's specific. Chiba Model 1999. Returnal, if I recall correctly, has bullet hell mechanics in the sense that Nier has bullet hell mechanics. Like, they're really easy? Oh! Come here! Come here, motherfucker! I want my revenge. I am getting my revenge. Biznap? Biznap with the biz snap? Us! Alice! Wonderful to see you. I hope you're doing very well tonight. I hope all of you are doing very well tonight. I didn't get to do my usual spiel because people kind of just came in. I just nothing. I know nothing about Biznap except that he was quite frequently referenced in Northern Lion videos, and that is the extent of it. I do not believe that he has covered himself in shit, which is always good. You know, so many people do. I heard that is Bismarck for a second. I have never been to North Dakota, and I have no intention of going. And you can't make me. I hear it's cold up there. Cold and dusty. He's an old German guy. Or a city in North Dakota? Which one of these is more important to the modern day? North Dakotans would tell you it's the German guy. My hands didn't die on Nier, but Returnal looks way more hectic. I wish I could remember, like, anything about Autobahn Biznap. Ah! I kind of love it, though. Was Bismarck the guy that's always misattributed to the lawmaking and sausage making quote? Oh shit, crowbar. Well, I gotta get that. How much money do I need? 37 bucks. I can get that. I can swing 37 bucks. And then I'll be swinging a crowbar and fuck these motherfuckers. Do you have 32 gigabyte of RAM? Is that a lot or a little these days? Like, I honestly don't know. 32 gigabyte of RAM is far more than Linda Lee died for? Wait, was her name Linda Lee? Or am I mixing her up with another character? I think Linda Lee is she's in the short story about the living cancer that haunts a movie theater. What's the name of the girl that Case is dating? Who steals, like, I think 4K of RAM off of him, and then she gets killed for it? That's greater than average. Okay. Crumbs. That's gonna, like, bug me all of the night. Who is Case's girlfriend before he hooks up with Molly Mirrorshades? Linda Lee is also a William Garrett. Well, look at that! Look whose brain meats have got motors and fucking servos working as intended for trivia, for science. Damn, I'm good at trivia. And not really science, but we could pretend. I'm not even that good at trivia anymore. And that's... okay. Buttons! Os! Buttons, it is wonderful to see you. I hope that you're doing very, very well tonight. I hope life is treating you kindly and not giving you any more bullshit than you feel like you can deal with. And hopefully slightly less than that. Because we often overjudge our ability to put up with bullshit, and then we find out, years down the line, suddenly compound trauma. Funny how that works. I hate it. But I hope that you are very, very well. Just be like me and read a bunch of William Gibson as a teen and then regret it as an adult. I don't know. So, Alice, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing here is that I learned from William Gibson that you could use an iPod as a external hard drive. And that has honestly had immense positive impact on my life and is a technique that I still use. So I kind of have to give Gibson that much credit. Also, Neuromancer's pretty good. Like, not gonna lie, I like Neuromancer. I know it's got problems. But as a piece of its time, like, no, it's pretty rockin'. Quill says, I'm so good at putting up with bullshit and my regular meltdowns are unrelated. That's, like, that's a whole thing. But I would like you to not have to put up with bullshit. I would like all of you to not have to put up with bullshit, to be honest. That would make me really happy. I feel like I'm missing things. Hyde says, at least its art direction leans towards sci-fi horror and has some body horror too. Returnal does. I don't know why I thought that was like the game that you hook up to a vibrator. But clearly it's not. Drill voice, you do not in fact have to hand it to William Gibson. I mean, but I think we just established that on this one point, I kinda sorta do. That's Rez, okay. Rez, we're gonna assume is, because of the peripherals, is not safe for kids. You don't have to hand it to any of the old cyberpunk dudes. I mean, no, you don't. And I'm okay with that. But I still do appreciate this one little life hack that has had some good impact on my life and has allowed my iPod Classic to continue having purpose. But with Buttplug.io, there are many games that now have vibrator functionality. I believe that we've talked about this before. I will take the heresy. I don't... Wait, hold on a second. I gotta do the line. Stuffing instead of mashed potatoes? Heresy! Oh shit, locked chest, go. I don't know where it is. Well, bullet hell shooters with unusual design, and that can be... Look, it was a completely legitimate question, Hive. It was a question that was legit. Oh fudge, we missed it. Oh my god, it was right there too. We almost had the BFG. Excuse me, did you take away my fist? Kronos, the game took away my fist. I can't do fisting anymore. That's like the loader's best skill. Oh, we're fucked. I hate it. I don't know. It's good to be here. Bullshit is at an all-time high, I'm afraid. Hold on, I want to pause this to make sure I don't miss anything. Bullshit's at an all-time high, I'm afraid. iTunes, fuck off! We're having a moment. Good to be here. Bullshit is at an all-time high, I'm afraid. Being made to retake some intense medical tests to keep access to some meds I've been taking for 5 years. Buttons, I fucking hate that. I don't know what support that we can give you besides just emotional support and being here for you, but hopefully you'll pass those tests with flying colors. And I mean, intense medical tests just sound like they're just not going to be fun, so thank you. I'm glad to be able to provide that, at least. And you are welcome to be here for as long as you need to be, even if it's just in lurk. No worries. I mean, if you want to talk too, please, by all means do. But, like, if you feel like you just want to chill, please, by all means do. Chrono says you can get rid of them, but at a low chance. Like is it a lunar recycler? Because probably, I mean, that's a pretty low chance. I can't believe we lost our fists. I hate that. No more fisting. There are more natural things to help rather than manufactured meds. I mean, that's a whole conversation path, Des. But I will say on this one that, you know, there are a lot of conditions that medication does what it's designed to do, which is to alleviate those conditions. And sometimes when folks are on meds, that's because they need to be on meds. So I'm just gonna leave that one, like, that's gonna be my say in the matter. Because I have the feeling otherwise, like, this could become a whole thing. If the next map is Siren's Call, there's a chance for a cleansing pool that recycles lunar items. No shit. Things that I learned. I was this many seconds old. I know, right? And it just gives me this, like, wibbly-wobbly, shadowy thing, which I can't do anything with. This is not a shadow girl, this is a punch girl. She tells stories with her fists. And we love her for it. Okay, I need to ride this thing. The skill makes you invincible and heals over time, but it's not fist! Kronos, I'm only getting snippy with you because, like, you're the bearer of bad news, and that's totally unfair and uncool on my part, so I'm gonna stop. But I do need to point out that the fist is, like, that's the loader's... I love the loader's fist. I feel like this is something that just could be clipped and taken out of context. By all means, if you feel like you need to do that, anybody, it's right there. I'm giving you the excuse. Permission? Permission. In the US, meds is a huge issue, especially when others profit off it, knowing either addictive or not good long term. I love loaders. I mean, you know, yeah. I do though, Quill. I think that's where I'm at. Like, it's a big issue. It's a big complicated issue, Des. But I have the feeling that at least for like most of the folks here that are on medications, there's probably a reason for that. So I don't want to open up necessarily that like can of worms. This damage is so... Is it not, though, Kronos? Is it not? The magma worm is laughing at me. I am being laughed at by the magma worm. Like, the magma worm is Loader's good time gal. I hate it. We was doing so well, too. I guess, I mean, from now on, I know, as the loader, don't take the lunar item that looks like the snaky thing. Because that is a missnake. That's right, I said it. I'll say it again, too. That is a missnake. I didn't like it as much the second time around. Funny how that works. Alright, let's... Also, they put out another Risk Rain screenshot, and the vagrants are now huge. Like the wandering vagrant? Because they were kind of wee before. They were like our tiny lads. The second time around, you learned you were missnaken. Hide, you bring it back, and I love you for it. See, this is teamwork. I need to make like a that's fucking teamwork GIF from Little Big Planet, and using the sound bit from Double Team, which, I mean, I kind of feel like neither Digital Media Molecule or Sumo Digital would appreciate that, but I'm in that mood. Getting soup back in a bit. Get your soup. Fill up on that soup. They're just giving us all the defense, Kronos. It's like they're mocking us. Oh, it's a pool map. Alright, girls in the pool. I do not have $171. While I respect everyone's opinion, I've tried all the natural methods for managing health problems, and while they helped a lot, they were also a full-time job. That's absolutely, yeah. Like, that's something else to consider as well, is like, medication is designed to be efficient, which is its own thing. Now, hopefully we'll get the spawning pool. Not the drowning pool, because that song was not very good. Which reminds me in an incredibly roundabout way, Kronos, did you know that Master Blastja's got a YouTube channel? And is still making music in LBP? Or at least was as of 4 months ago, which I think constitutes still in a game with like a 13-year lifespan. Oh, we'll definitely do Shrine of the Mountain, because that's a great idea. Now, where is the... See, that's what I'm saying, yo. Where's the shrine? Not the shrine in the mountain. Where is... Oh, fuck. Love that. Except it sucks. Where's the pool? Oh, shit! Fucking hell! How are we at 34 health? I'm sorry. What was kicking our ass? L1, L1, L1! Apparently, yes. Overloading vulture. Fuck that vulture! Motherfucker ain't cool. I often can't find time in my day-to-day for exercise I need for my transition, much less the exercise that's recommended because I work 2 or more jobs depending on how you count. Mood? Quill? Yes? I was thinking about that the other day, like, and by the other day I mean actually today. My brain meats have been not great for me recently. They've been riding me pretty hard recently, to be honest. And a lot of it does have to do with just like getting things accomplished and moving forward in life. And I've got all this time, and why am I not using it efficiently? And I kind of like broke it down in my mind. It's like, I don't have time. I don't. The time I do quote unquote have, I'm exhausted and usually just completely brain fogged up. And I've only got the one fucking job. I don't think you can beat the vulture with your current kit. Well, that's kind of a problem because we are like fighting it. I mean, in the sense that it's here, it's queer, and we need to get used to it. Oh, so many mistakes were made. I guess let's just try to finish this. Oh, these just wandering vagrants. They're cute. They shouldn't be a problem. Oh my god, there's 4 of them! Why though? Why though? There are so many! It's like that one, the frickin', there's that game. You know, the one game. Fuck, what's it called? No, wait, the game is called There Are So Many of Them. It's a zombie game. There are billions. There are billions of them. That's what it's called. Something like that. I don't fucking know anymore. I just know we're losing. I would love to relive the time I spent on sick leave when I could stay home, eat healthy, and exercise for a month, but I live in hellhole. Your current living situation, Quill, is one that I'm going to be very glad when you are the fuck out of. I know the last time that we talked about that specifically, I think you said that it was a year at least before you could think of moving. Hopefully that's closer these days. Okay, I would like to ride you like a cowgirl. Hello, capitalism. I mean, also that, but unfortunately I don't think that you can move out of that one. I won't be moving, they will. I don't know how that works, but I hope it does. I would love to kick my family out of the house again. I really want to recreate the Vagrant, the Vagrant nukes down in LBP. It's a good, like, the Foley is good on it. The Foley is just wonderful. I need everything to die. And by everything I mean not me. Not me dying. Did we kill the vulture? That's a different vulture. Excuse me, I would like things to not hit me anymore. Oh shit, I think we killed the vulture. Take that, Tombs! Oh, are you blinking? Why are you blinking? That was really cool. Do that again. Kronos, why was this blinking? I I don't know where it would be, but I'm gonna look for it. Keep in mind that there might not be a pool. Okay. With my luck, it'll probably be fucking Tim Pool, and then I'll just cry. Like, a lot. I'll be like, get out of my fucking game, you asshole! I would probably use more four-letter words. But the feeling would be there. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Oh, that's drowning pool again. Now, did I cover the ground that the pool would have been in, Kronos? Have I missed pool? What about billiards? Or billiards, if you know how to pronounce words, which I totally do, because this is my native language. There's an upper level. But is there a skill cap? Behold, I have Thai chicken and lemongrass soup. I am filled with honestly less envy than usual, but only because I made a absolutely fucking kick-ass pasta sauce this week, and it was just so good, and it is currently filling my stomach. I can't believe you found a Thai chicken. Was it a Thai hen? Because that would be really bad. It's very rare that I can work a bilingual pun into my speech, so just let me have this one, okay? Excuse me, sir. How did you survive? But also, why are you not dead? But also, can I hit you? Worry not, Anchor Watt. I mean, Anchor Watt's got some things to worry about, though. I feel like I remember reading that the tourism is not particularly kind to the temple. I am asking my mum to do lentil dal or Singapore laksa. Laksa. Much more interesting. Lentil dal is to die for, and I make it like every couple weeks. So, yes, Hive, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that you appreciate that. I guess we're stuck with Shadow Fist, which is she's Malaysian. I remembered that detail. Des? Dragonfish contain chlorophyll in their eyes. They're the only known creature to have this feature. So, like, are their eyes solar powered? Does that make their eyes solar powered? Because that's fucking awesome. What was I was gonna say a thing, and then I completely forgot a thing. I mean, it seems like it makes sense, right? Because that's what chlorophyll does. Is it allows for photosynthesis, which is just the production of energy from sunlight and water. And if they're fish, then they've got like lots of water on hand. She did ask what I wanted for my birthday. Just cook me some good food. That's like, that is an underappreciated birthday present. Honestly. A well-cooked meal for you is an excellent birthday gift. Now, when I was a child, I might not have seen it that way, but that's because, you know, child. as an adult, like a well-cooked meal that was made for me and some really nice warm socks. Preferably like really big socks, like the loose socks. I'm set. And a house-shaped cake from when I was 12. Now, I think that cake is probably no longer edible. I mean, I'm not making any guesses as to how old you currently are, because, you know, that would be rude of me. But, even like a year would be too long for cake. I don't think cake would survive that long. I tried cooking a sunny side up egg. I still cannot do it. You know, Kronos, you may have been cursed by the Fae. You should look into that. And if that is the curse and the extent thereof, I think that maybe you should consider yourself blessed. Oh my god! Quill! I love it! Yes! I mean, honestly, he seems like the kind of person that should have candles for eyes. You've been cursed by Joe Sleepy, the Portuguese moon gnome that lives on the moon and is the Sandman. Joe Sleepy, I mean, Joe Sleepy is a name that you can trust. I would let Joe Sleepy borrow my kidney for maybe like a week. I'm pretty sure I would get it back. I mean, probably better chances of getting my kidney back than like if I loaned it to Three Finger Joe. And definitely better chances than if I loaned it to Coffin Joe. I think that one's agreed upon. Oh no, I'm forgetting all the areas the pool can spawn. I'm finally getting rusty. Kronos. Kronos, like, you're gonna strain a muscle from all the flexing that you do? I hope that you're stretching before all of this. Honestly. You can't just go out and flex like this constantly. Oh, fudge! Oh, double fudge! Coffin Joe would murder you, I'm pretty sure, but that's any horror villain guy. I don't know, I mean, like, I feel like Coffin Joe has, like, an ethos? I kind of feel like he has a type. He doesn't just, like, go out and kill folk. Alright, we did finally get a good run, and I'm pleased with that. I'm gonna take a break because we're at the hour point. I'm gonna do some stretching myself. The timing there, impeccable. And then I will have some orange juice, maybe a cigarette, come back here, play the loader one more time. And then if that does poorly, we'll goof around with some other stuff. And I'm gonna put Alice. I have not put up my Dawn Pen pictures yet on the tumblers. I promise that I will, but I just keep on getting more of them, and I'm gonna have to put alt text for all of them, and it's kind of giving me a little bit of stress. But I will put those up, and I will show you, because I found a really, really creepy one hidden today that I absolutely have to fucking show you. But in lieu of that, I am going to, I'm going to put something else that you can look at in chat that's very quick, and I thought was funny. And I already sent to a bunch of people, so, like, you don't need to look at it a second time. But if you did not see this, then you could look at it now, and then you could laugh at me. I have not yet, Alice, because I'm a bad friend. Oh shit, I didn't see those. And now I see the notification. Tumblr is kind of a... Tumblr's kind of a bastard for actually letting me know when people have sent things. Alright, like, why is your UI gray on white so I can't see where I can scroll down? Fucking hell, Tumblr, please work with me. Ooh! Oh, the top one looks really nice. And the bottom one as well. These are fancy. And I'm liking them. Also, Hive, please. If you need to sleep, you are not a bad friend if you need sleep. I will not accept that. That is self-care. You've been having issues with migraines recently. I'm not like... No, please sleep. We love you. We want you to take care of yourself. We were glad that you were here for the time that you were. I am going to take that break now, though. So, I'll be right back. Kronos, you've got the whip hand. Well, if that wasn't the ugliest call in the world... Where are my smokes? This is not cool. Alright, we are back. Quill says, niece wanted an inverted version of mine. The color scheme is my usual Warframe choice. That's pretty cool. And made my nephew one too, but forgot to take a pic. It's the same as the first one, but with the tiger's eye in the center spot. I have got hiccups. Give me a second. I really like that, although at times the energy levels may be a bit excessive. I'm really glad that you've got this positive relationship with your niece and nephew. Like, that sounds really, really cool to me. So it's good that it's good. I think it's good that that's in your life. Or it makes me happy that that's in your life. Kronos has just heard the magma worm die for some reason. Kronos, I love the fact that you just know the magma worm's death song. Just like, you can just hear the MIDI file and be like, oh yeah, that's the magma worm dying. And I've run out of matcha milk tea. Noes! I'm not particularly a fan of the matcha, but I know that you enjoy it, and that does suck. Alright. This is going to be the run. We've shaken off our rust. We've stopped playing a character that doesn't work for us, and we've got Fist back. And as we know, the 2023 energy is apparently Risu loves Loader's Fist. I love that the most Portuguese thing happened again. Yes. Do share. Plus no frozen shrimp and peas, so now the fried rice is not as good. You're telling me a shrimp froze these peas? Does it have superpowers? Can I hire it for birthday parties? I don't know why birthday parties. I don't do those, but like, I would like to hire this shrimp on. I have a large number of things and or people that could use freezing. Also, we could get a gig on TV. I could be the shrimp's manager, like later day fabulous Miss Moolah. I would definitely be a heel manager, but I'd be like really bad at being a heel manager. I would have a hard time like keeping a kayfabe. So a while ago, the president of Portugal, for some reason, showed up in a TikTok stream of a store that sells bootleg anime merch and other bootlegs and sells them on TikTok to promote the store. And like, what? The president of Portugal was just like, yeah, I gotta get my bootleg copy of Serial Experiments Lane. And he showed up again on TikTok for another stream for the same store. Like, did they pay him like 25 bucks to just drop by? Like 25 bucks and a body pillow? It would be a Haruhi body pillow too. You know it would be. Oh, I want things to bleed. Yes, please, I would like everything to bleed, because that makes me happy. Oh, I've got Fist again. Yes, everything explodes with Fist. Fucking A, assholes and elbows. Hudson, come here. Come here. I don't get the assholes and elbows thing, honestly. I never did. Are those like the only body parts that Apone wants? Is it a fetish thing? Does Apone have a thing for assholes and or elbows? Thank you. Alright, this is looking good. We've got it on like Donkey Kong. You can get Naruto hats and also maybe stolen handbags. Are they Naruto handbags? I mean, does it keep with a theme? Look, if I'm gonna be a fence, I want to be a themed fence. Just regular handbags. Oh, that's not so fun. Do they still have all the stuff in them? What a deal! What a steal! I mean, what a deal! Gosh darn it. No. Why do the boy Lemurians freeze things? Is that a boy power? Is that why I don't have that? I mean, also that I'm not a Lemurian, so that's probably an issue, but... What if you bought a stolen... Like, is it like a lucky bag where you don't know what's in it when you buy the stolen handbag? So, like, it could just be a bunch of used tissues? And maybe, like, a half-eaten lipstick? Alright, where's my sparklies? There they are. Look at that. Basically, for a long while, a lot of the handbags and stuff in the bootleg shops were, like, actually stolen from warehouses. Oh, so, like, not stolen from people. Which, I mean, honestly is probably for the best, but... Topaz brooch! You are the fine owner of a topaz brooch. Wait, what am I stuck to? I was just stuck to the ground. I know, right? That's what I'm saying, Kronos. That's what I'm saying. Do what I do. Oh shit, wisp in a jar? Fucking hell! We are on fire, folks. We are, eating well? Is eating well, is that like only for porn stuff? Or is that just like any time that the fan community gets what they want? I love that with Crowbar, everything just goes flying when you punch it. It's so cute. Like these guys thinking they can kill us. That's so cute. Look at them, they're doing their best. They tried. Let's go! Doobie doobie doo. Exchanging glances. Doobie doobie doo. What were the chances? Doobie doobie doo. I'd fall in love with Loader's fist. Which does remind me, like, apropos of almost nothing, that there was a He-Man character named Fisto, and somebody thought that was a good idea, and his power was just that he had a giant fist. The giant fist was made of metal, and I think that there was like a spring in the action figure so that when you pulled the fist back, it would swing forward in an uppercut. Original He-Man is very funny. Original He-Man is a lot. We love it, but like it also needs to be acknowledged that it is kind of a lot. I always liked Trapjaw. I thought Trapjaw was pretty cool. Oh shit, fireworks? Hook me up. Everything just explodes now. This is so... like, this is the run I wanted. Come here. Come here. I want this box. I mean, I want a box. It doesn't have to be this one, but I would like it to be this one. Why is... like... the enemies never spawn when you can actually kill them? Thank you. Box, you are my friend now. Reduce incoming damage when sprinting? That's fine. I guess... I don't think it was really worth the time investment that we spent to get it, but... it's fine. Oh, fuck! Oh, we gotta get that. We need to hit things faster and more. That makes a lot of sense. That would be a Huntress gem. Please stay away from me. I am shopping. A girl is shopping. Really, I mean, anybody's shopping. You shouldn't just go and interrupt them. I played a level today, Kronos, for stream. Not for stream, because obviously this is stream right now. For Little Bite-Sized Planet. And it was really weird because it seemed like it should have been everything that I liked, and yet it left me feeling hollow and empty. And I kind of hate that. I don't know what the problem was, but there's absolutely some kind of problem with it. And I need to figure out what that problem was, because I kind of want to give it an orange diamond, but I don't know if it really deserves one based on just like pure level construction. Yeah, I didn't have time to do the outro, so I just got like, I got the first impression section and the B-roll footage, and then the title cards done. Which honestly, for a morning before work, that's pretty good for me. Usually outros take a fair amount of time for me to put together. I mean, it feels like I should, but it's just not, like, clicking. Something feels off about it, and I don't know what it is. I know the pacing isn't, like, super great, but that's not a huge issue. There's certainly a lot of levels that have got kind of poor pacing. Like, it's very much got the environmental construction that I love from LBP2, where things are kind of rounded but angular at the same time, and it feels very much like a platform environment. Like, it doesn't feel like it's supposed to be a place. Lots of sticker work, not a lot of movement in the level, so that side of the presentation isn't so great. It does use a completely black void background that I don't think works very well for it. It felt a lot like the gameplay doesn't quite gel. But it definitely left me feeling, like, oddly disappointed when I was done with it. It's like, I should like this. That sounds like CZ unironically. I didn't feel that way about CZ. Like, I honestly felt like I had a really good experience with that. I was glad that I invested the time into it. And I would have said that even if it hadn't been one of your jams. That stressed me out a lot, to be honest, when I was reviewing it. And I always do kind of worry more about reviews when I know the person whose work I'm reviewing, because I want to be honest. And I don't want my inclination to be kind to bleed over into a review. And that can be kind of a hard needle to thread. I'd have to go back and watch, because I still have that on my hard drive, but I'd have to go back and watch the CZ episode to say if I really nailed it the way I should have done, but I do remember feeling the stress. Now, we do have another syringe, and I will be buying that. I would like, in fact, all of the syringes. I would like to stab myself full of drugs. Mostly if those drugs are progesterone. I'd much rather get an honest take from you, even if you hated the level in all fairness. I want to be the person who could do that. I like to think that I am. I have had to give reviews that have been, like, that have been critical of creators who I know and respect, but did someone say progesterone? Oh my god! Quill, I love it! That's like a summon Quill spell now. I mentioned that the loader is shooting herself up with drugs, and I said I would love to be shooting myself up with syringes, provided those syringes are filled with progesterone. I was fading out and the trans talk dragged me back. I'm glad it did. But are you, like, if you're getting tuckered out, Quill, by all means, like what I said to Hive, I will reiterate to you, if you need to get yourself some sleep, please by all means do it. You've got some fairly hefty energy requirements. I wonder, like, I haven't gone through the gray market site that I'm hopefully going to be using to do my DIY stuff, to see, like, what actual drugs are all on there. But one would hope that they've got the progesterone, because I wouldn't mind having a respectable, like, not giant, but, you know, I wouldn't mind having a respectable set of knockers. I'm just saying, you know. You need to take estrogen for 2+ years before progesterone will be effective. Okay, okay. So, because it takes time to develop the receptors needed for it. Thank you for telling me that. Visco will remember that. Because that would not be a thing that you would want to fuck up. I mean, I guess it wouldn't kill you to fuck it up, but, like, honestly, let's be, like, as efficient as possible. I ended up booting up Risk Rain 2 and I'm playing it at this moment. I love that, Kronos. I hope that your run goes very well. I hope that you make friends with all the Void Crabs. Still need to do the blood test stuff, but needles scare me. I need to do the blood test stuff. I do not like needles, and I do hate blood tests, but right now it's more just getting the money together. And also making, like, I had a friend and they're non-binary, but they're not, like, doing any particular medical side transitioning stuff at the moment, but they want to. And they actually gotten in touch with a clinic recently and because they had the inspiration, they're like, want to get this stuff started, want to do this thing, and got all really excited for it. And then the clinic was like, yeah, sorry, like, we're not taking any new patients for basically ever. I was like, so needless to say, my friend was pretty chuffed. But I'm hoping, like, if not being an actual patient, but just like, no, I really just need the blood test, would make it a little bit easier. Cause like, I don't want to fuck around with counseling or shit like that with these people. Just give me my blood test. Alice says, I was surprised when I had my COVID vaccines. I didn't even feel the needle and was like, 1 minute. We've mentioned this before, but like, I don't mind injections. I don't love them. Like, it's not something I really want to spend a lot of time doing, but I don't mind them. But I really, really hate withdrawals. Like, the feeling of blood being taken for a blood test, it sets my teeth on edge. Like, I hate that feeling. And it makes the nurses laugh every fucking time. And I hate that as well, because it's really kind of shitty. But every time I've had a blood test taken in Japan, and I'm just like, I can't look at the needle, it takes me a minute to get like kind of situated, and I am visibly stressed the entire time. And every time the nurses have laughed, like, oh, how can you be afraid of needles? Like, you've got all these piercings, you've got tattoos. It's like, how about fuck you, it doesn't matter why? How about that? I used to be really bad with needles. When I was a really little kid, and like, we're doing the first rounds of immunizations, that I remember being bad. Because that was one of my few... It's not like really a solid memory, but I do remember having just... Like, I think honestly what would be described as a meltdown at the hospital, and just being inconsolable about having to get an injection. But that kind of, for the most part, went away. Probably helped by, and this is not a thing that I recommend, but I had a thing when I was in high school and university where I would pierce my fingers with needles, with safety pins. So that's not like really a great thing. Like, really don't do that. Because at the very least, it's like, it's not sterile. But I would take the safety pin and I would just put it as deep into the flesh as I could, and then string it up so that it would pop up the other side. And then I would just close them, and I would wear safety pins on my fingers. This is distinctly not a cool thing to do. I was in a really bad spot, clearly. Strangely enough, I know teachers saw that, and nobody suggested I should get counseling. So, you know, fancy that. But yeah, after that, like, needles going in didn't really bother me so much after that. I don't know if I have any... I don't think I've got any pictures of me doing that. But I did that for like a couple of years. It was through definitely junior and senior of high school, and probably my first 2 years of university. I'd forgotten all about that, actually. I can handle them now. They still suck and I hate them, but I don't put up a fuss anymore. I mean, that's good. I don't know if it's great to be too comfortable with needles, but, you know, considering that, especially with COVID, because we need to get the vaccine so often, I still haven't been able to get the bivalent, and that's pissing me off, but the website is, ain't got any empty spaces for me. Which is less than cool. Alright, let's make sure that we're showing the fist some love. After I whinged so much about not having it last run, 1 week where I nearly passed out from a headache, I had to take a V blood test. I'm gonna guess that V is a mistake. And the needle took like a minute. Ooh, I would not have liked that. Sitting there feeling the blood go out? Nope. Nope, nope. Would not have been cool with that at all. I'm loving the Doomstrider's urn. This is pretty fancy. And I got a little glowy mark on my chest. Like frickin' Tony Stark, but cool. Urn is pretty pog. Urn is very pog. Urn is like like a pog, but it's made out of like depleted uranium instead of cardboard. So probably really you only use that pog if you want to give the other players cancer. And also yourself. But you know, it is the strongest pog. Hello, I kill you now. How about that? Oh shit. I got the death bark on 4 systems. Both hit Sky Meadows at the same time. Slick. Are you going for the usual min-max ending, or are you going for like a Void Crab ending? And are they the same path, or do they branch off someplace? I punch you! I turned off the DLC, so this run is just min-max. Gotcha. Technically, you can do both in one run. Huh. That's kind of cool to know. I don't know that I will ever pull off that hat trick, but... Wait, that's not a hat trick, because a hat trick is 3 goals, so you would need 3 things completed. Costs 10 coins though, which I currently do not have. How can you not have coins, yo? I've got like lunar coins coming out of my butt. Which is very painful, and I should probably see a proctologist about that, but, you know, how bad could it be? Oh, it's Grandparent! Os! Os to the motherfucking os! I got some his house in my Ms. house. Which reminds me, for reasons I have no idea, there's a Pokemon that's just 3 mice. And how is that not the most wonderful thing in the world? I don't know why this Pokemon is just 3 mice, but that just sounds amazing. Remember, it does a sun attack at 500%, 50% of threshold. That's okay. I'm kicking its ass. Mousehold is great. The name is amazing. I don't know what its name is in Japanese, but Mousehold? How do you, like, that is a winner. They knocked everything out of the goddamn park with that one. It's 4 mice. The 3 mice form is rare. The smaller polycule is rare? It's meant to be like 2 parents and 2 or 1 kid. Oh my god. That just makes it even cuter. Do they hate capitalism? Because that's the only way it could get better. Quill, thank you so much for dropping by tonight. I'm so glad that things are going well with your niece and nephewlings. I'm glad that things seem to be progressing well with work, too. I hope that you only have the pleasant dreams, and we will see you, hopefully, tomorrow. Os! Jills! How you doing? It is wonderful, as always, to see you. I hope that life is going good for you, not giving you any bullshit. Their main attack is called Population Bomb? That sounds kind of fucked up. That's a fucked up attack for a household of mice to have. I still love them, but that's slightly terrifying. Oh, well, we're done with the teleporter. Go. I'm doing well, sleepy today. Like most mammals in winter. This is a mood. It's vaguely winter here. Like, our mornings have been chilly as fuck. And they continue to be chilly as fuck. But the afternoons, honestly, it's kind of weird and disconcerting how warm the afternoons are. I did buy myself a new, kinda ugly sweater to go with the new beautiful dress. 'Cause the sweater was only like $3. I need to get it all nice and stretched out so I can bring back that, the 90s vibe. They don't have an evolution animation when the 2 parents have evolved to have the kids. They just show up in the party with no animation. Like, the kids just, like, drop in. Has there been a zombie story where only rodents are impacted? Because that would be terrifying. I mean, there are rodent plague stories. I don't know that they are technically zombie stories, but there are definitely, like, sentient packs. Yeah, that's what rats is about. We talked about rats like a couple months ago, I think. Rats is a lot. I was probably too young for rats. But they're not, like, Alice, they're not zombies. Really. Are they? I mean, they're just smart rats. I know there's also, not specifically just rats, but I think Day of the Animals with Leslie Nielsen, which was, I want to say, a late 70s gem. Has all the animals going a bit wacky and deciding to eat humanity. So there's a non-zero chance that rats show up in that. But yes, if rats decided they just... Oh, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Something just kicked the ever-living shit out of us? I was given tracksuit with an extremely vibrant cobalt color. It's kind of funny. Wait, like in real life? Kronos in real life? Oh, Jesus. Oh, it's one of those, it's one of those, like, plutonium dudes. It's always the Wisp Chimera. I hate it. Also, that sounds like a pretty fancy tracksuit. Oh god. These things, though, I need them to stop. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. This thing has gotta go away. All of this has gotta go away. We've come so far and climbed so high, but in the end it didn't even matter? Because it's the fucking Wisp Chimera? I don't think I'd wear the pants in public, but the jacket is great. I mean, but Kronos, look, I mean, you don't have to wear pants, but I do encourage you to wear something on your nethers, because I don't want you to go to jail for that. Unless this is an important statement for you, in which case, then yes, okay, please. Okay, but everything fuck off. Everything just fuck the fuck off. I need you to stop kicking my ass. Kronos! Wisp Chimera needs to fuck right off with itself. This thing is just a beast. Jesus! Okay, just run. Just... Oh, come on. Really, though? This is the way you gotta do it. This is the way you've gotta fucking be. I hate it. I hate everything about this. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Just chill. We just gotta kill this pillar. And then, okay, it's gonna help if we stay in the pillar. If we can kill the pillar, then we can just run away from these fuckers. Apparently there's a movie called Zombiever. Yes. Yes, there is. And thank you for reminding me of that, because I had completely forgotten. I have not seen that movie, because it came out after I came to Japan, but it does sound amazing? I think amazing is a word that we could use. Alright, at least we got one of these fuckers killed. Oh my god. Oh my god! What the fucking hell? Jesus, okay, just run away. Just run away. Throw one of those bad boys down. Holy crap! Kronos, they just destroyed me. This twink was eradicated. I'm not even a twink. For some reason, Wisp Chimera are the priority spawn, because apparently they hate us, the devs. Maybe, like, somebody at Hopo was working out a messy divorce or something. I don't know. They just... College friends find their weekend of sex and debauchery ruined. Ruined, I say! When a deadly zombie beavers swarm the Riverside cabin. I will watch this. You are a brave soul, and I love that. I respect that I have such a brave friend. These wisps. I'm pretty sure it's a direct-to-DVD jam, Jilly, so I mean, I suppose with a lead-in like that, one wouldn't expect very much quality, but I don't believe that there is too much quality on display. Okay, it looks like you can stream it for free on Redbox. I don't even know what Redbox is. Are you shitting me? Did I just I just jumped through a link in the chain? I am in fact the weakest link? Redbox is the streaming site, but only for communists. That's probably not true. Now that I think about it, I doubt that's true. Now, where is the fourth pillar? Please stop being wisps. A lot of the animal-themed horror movies these days are direct-to-DVD. That doesn't surprise me, honestly. Not Cocaine Bear, though. That classic is for the big screen. What? Okay, is Cocaine Bear is a thing. Like, it's not a meme? Because it seems like it should be a meme. You can check the sky for light pillars. I want to check the sky for Dr. Light pillars. I am not, in fact, seeing them. But I might be looking for the wrong thing. Oh god, just stop fucking shooting me for 12 seconds. I would love that. That would be neat and or cool. A bear in Georgia, I think, ate some cocaine, fucked up some things, and then died, and the movie's based on that. I remember that news story. It doesn't seem like you would get a full movie out of it, but then, okay, Crawl was a movie that happened, and Crawl was a full movie, and it was shit. I'm pretty sure I passed out for like at least a half an hour's worth of Crawl. I don't believe I missed too much. Oh fuck, Pillar of Light. Love that. How did I miss you? Oh Jesus. Okay. Okay, just hide. Right? You just gotta hide. Throw down your R1s, run in circles, run with scissors. It's gonna be the last movie starring Ray Liotta since he died last year. Wait. Ray Liotta's dead? What the fuck? How did that happen? Okay, that's like the most senseless thing I've said tonight, but also, he was kind of young, wasn't he? He didn't die from the COVID, did he? Oh, come the fuck on! Please, game! Please! I am begging you. I am literally not on my hands and knees, but I am figuratively in my heart on my hands and knees begging you. Just cut me some fucking slack here. I would like a little bit of slack. Passed away in May. No shit. I did not know this. Oh my god. Please, please, just end. Yes! It is time for the min-max. Age 67 in his sleep, no cause was given. Huh. 67 is, I mean, it's pretty young for someone with money. Hey Min-Max, how you doing? You exciting bastard. You have no chance. I'm gonna be a tick on your butt and let the urn do all the work. I think that works. It's pretty young for Portugal, but old people here live till they're 90. That's pretty old. Again, I'm just like, we're at the 2-hour point. I'm just gonna be saying senseless things from now on, I think. And I hate that for us, but it is true. My friend? I'm sorry, sir? 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 This is a Waffle House. Which means I am legally within my rights to kick your ass. Do you understand how this works? Min-Max? If that's even your name. No! You know, I keep on saying I want to get that joke out. I don't want that joke in the lineup of jokes that I just go to all the time. And it's such a habit of speech. Maybe that's gonna be my concerted thing that I work on, is finally just honestly retiring the fuck out of that joke. I just unlocked a magician and nobody saves the world, and I can pull rabbits out of my hat to fight besides me. Cute furry killer bunnies. I love it. That sounds wonderful. Are they exceedingly dangerous? Because I feel like they should be. Can you defeat them? Are they weak against the holy hand grenade of Antioch? I kind of feel like that should be their weakness. They are demonic type, and demonic type is weak against grenade type. Okay, this is just gonna take forever. And I hate that for us, but it does seem to be the case. I would love to get a win. That would be nifty. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We are eating a lot of shit against the Chimera. I will check that screenshot out as soon as this run ends, however it ends. I'm hoping it ends with success, but, you know, there's every good chance it does not. Although we are doing pretty well for me. I know this is baby times for Kronos, but I kind of feel like we're doing pretty well. Does Min-Max still have the phase where he takes all your items? Because that's kind of bullshit. Honestly. I hate that. I hate that for us. Cause he's gonna have the fucking urn. Kronos, he's gonna have the urn. I cannot hit these things. She says as she pounds one of them to death. Which, I mean, let's be honest, let's be fair. It totally deserved it. Ride 'em, cowgirl! Woo woo! We actually survived the Chimera phase. I am slightly surprised. And that's not even a joke. Like, I am honestly slightly surprised. Oh shit, right. We gotta do the phase where he like makes everything. He does the rotating bit. I'm not good with that, and I hate that for us. Oh God, like he packs some kind of punch. You, sir, pack a punch. It would be okay if you did not pack quite so much of a punch. Allow me to clong you in the noggin. This phase also makes... You know, that was perfect timing, Kronos. Oh, come the fuck on! Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was a one-hit kill. Since when? Also, we had the bear. We had TJ and the bear. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate that. Damn, that run was so good, too. Ah, yes. The TV show, The Bear. It wasn't just the bear, though. It was somebody else. It was like TJ and the bear, or something like that. I gotta peep the screenshot. Not that one. Are you were also doing loader? Excuse me, did you summon a giant golden golem? Frail and soft, scream, vermin. Slow. The Guardian, impossible. Drain. It's pretty slick that he responds to you summoning that particular character, but also, like, it just sounds like really twisted edgelord porn dialogue. If you do the gold portal stage and get the Halcyon seed, the great gold guy spawns in the item phase. Nice. I love it. You got a victory! Jealous. Alright, I am going to put it on pause, because we're at the 2-hour point, so I get a little bit of a break. I will be back in just like a couple of minutes. Oh, that's kind of neat. I like that a lot. I didn't even realize there was like lore background there. But I will be back in just 2 minutes. Gosh. I shouldn't be drinking coffee right now, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink that coffee. 'Cause I'm full of good ideas. Us. I am back. Evelyn! Yos! How you doing? Hope you are well. You did pop in, not at like a super weird time, but you did pop in on a break time. So there was that. What did I miss? I missed you coming in. How are y'all doing? I am doing mostly well. I'm doing better. My day started improving probably around like mid-afternoon. It was a bit rough like the start, but started getting better about mid-afternoon. So, and I'm doing pretty well now. Kronos says additional lore is that Province created the golden big guy, but Mithrix sealed it away because Province gave it too much soul, meaning it becomes sentient enough to rebel. Well, I mean, Min-Max is like canonically a jerk. Doesn't Min-Max get his jollies by throwing worms into black holes? I mean, that seems just rude. Probably gonna have time for one more. So, engineer, I guess. Glad to hear your day's going good. I'm currently just eating cheese and crackers and popped in. Well, you're always welcome, regardless of what you're eating. Although, I mean, cheese and crackers are pretty good. And that reminds me, I have not requisitioned either cheese or crackers recently. But I should, because they're yummy. Province clapped back by busting the moon portal after Mithrix went through it. Good, because, again, Mithrix is just a big jerk. Mithrix is just a Goonie bird. And we don't like him, because he's got, like, a one-hit kill. Regardless of how buff you may happen to be. And I was pretty buff. Cheese and crackers are quite delicious. Simple is always good. Yes, honestly, yeah. I'm never gonna be one to throw shade on the crackers and or cheese. It doesn't even have to be fancy cheese. It'd probably be best if it weren't like American cheese, because that's mostly just like processed oil. You can do it, Kronos. We believe in you. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Evelyn. Things are hopefully not too weird where you are. I haven't been keeping up on news from the States as much as I probably should. That's been one side effect, positive / negative, about not being on Twitter anymore, is I just don't have that, like, constantly here's what's going on feed. Which it's good, because a lot of times, like, it was just adding a lot of rage to my life, but it is also bad because sometimes it's important to know, like, what the hell's going on. Also, what the hell? I don't know. Kronos, what happened? Walking turrets have never been able to shoot through your bubble shield. Kronos, you've heard me complain about this numerous times. Like, this feels a little bit wacky that I would know something that you did not. Alright, let's get our box and run. I guess it's a good thing I never use a bubble shield. Damn, though! Kronos! I honestly, like, I whinge a little bit about the flexing, but I love the confidence. It does make me happy. But You be flexing like this is a bodybuilding competition here. Evelyn says, I haven't been really keeping up with the news, been busy with stuff, started reading Berserk, and that's an adventure. This is absolutely true. And I've been watching the Helsing and oh wow. You're you've got it all queued up. Helsing does have one of the most notable villain speeches, but I think it's not until pretty deep in the series, so I'll just kind of not say anything about it. But it's got a pretty great villain speech. But everything I recall about Helsing is that it is just like a lot. The old one? Are you watching the... I didn't even know that there was a new one. Let me balance it to zero by bringing up that it's been literal months since the raffle ended and neither drawing is done. Oops. Oopsies. That happens, you know. I believe Ultimate is 2010. Which is the one that's got the the speech on the airship? Like the big long one that got turned into a meme? That's Ultimate? Okay. Us! Astropuff! Yo! How you doing? I hope that you're doing really, really well. It's been a while. I missed you too. I know that you've had stuff on your plate, so by all means, that's a weird lead-in. Please don't worry about not having been able to show up, but it is wonderful to have you in. And we have our fingers crossed that life is just getting better and better for you. I will offer nothing to the Shrine of Blood, because I need all my blood on the inside. One of these days, we should stream Bloodborne just so that we can fight Father Gassi. Recommend Vision of Heresy. Stuffing instead of mashed potatoes? Heresy! Okay, I got to say that twice in one stream. I'm feeling very 90s right now. What is Vision of Heresy? Because that could be either an item in this game, or it could be an anime series that you think I need to watch. So, you know, you're gonna have to be a little bit more clear. Helsing's great though. It makes no sense and I love it. It replaces primary fire. Okay, so it's in the game. If I were to recommend an anime, it would just be Hidamari's Sketch Game. I've got to watch that. I've been slacking off on that one. It's been a whole thing, but my shoulder is getting stronger. I love to hear that. I'm a big fan of the strengthening of the shoulder, and I hope that it is continuing. I hope that the general health as well is good. What with everything being everything. Oh, is that a Shrine of the Mountain? That is not. That is my gunner droid. Just gunning away. Now, with you having been, like, with the recovery for the shoulder, have you been working? Because I know that you're teaching, or that at least that you were teaching. And I remember that you said that that was a thing that you actually enjoyed. So hopefully you've been able to get back to that. Evelyn says, I've been just watching the various stuff on Hulu. Considering Trigun after Hellsing Ultimate, I have very fond memories of the old Trigun, and I've heard some folks say some very good things about the new one. I don't know which version is available to you, but it seems like either one is a winner. So, that's a pretty good choice. I haven't been working, unfortunately. That's a shame to hear. Hopefully that'll be something that is next stage. Both are available on Hulu here. Well, the OG Trigun is, like, it is a classic, and it's a classic for a reason. Using a shrine summons enemies nearby. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I like enemies. Also, I got the Kirby Crackle, so don't like that so much. I would love to just have like just a couple of months where I didn't need to worry about anything, and I could just sit down with a bunch of media that I've been meaning to get around to and never have. Because that would be pretty great. Because the list of anime that I am supposed to have watched, and that I actually do want to watch, is extremely long. Evelyn says a friend of mine really loves it, and I'm interested in it, so after Hellsing I'll try that. I hope that you enjoy it. It is, if my memories are correct, and they are not always, but if my memories are correct, it's something that is actually just a good show. It's not even just good for its time. Also, the character design is just top-notch. The problem with my shoulder made a secondary problem called a winged scapula, where my shoulder is sort of not attached to my back very well. This is, you know, unless you get actual wings out of this problem, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. That sounds like a whole lot of bullshit. Transform an item or equipment into another one can only be used once. Now that's another one I've heard really good things about. I think we might have talked about Redline like a couple weeks back. If I like it well enough, I might check out Trigun Maximum, which is the sequel manga. Honestly, until this very moment, Evelyn, I did not know a sequel manga existed, so you taught me a new thing today, and I appreciate that. I like to learn. That sound like I am just saying completely inane and senseless things tonight, and that's okay. Sometimes you need that kind of night, but at the same time, I am saying like a lot of inane bullshit, so I apologize for that. It is a whole lot of bullshit. My husband was very excited because apparently they talk about them in med school, but he never saw one before. You know, I feel certain ways about that. I mean, on one hand, I appreciate that your husband is being supportive, but on the other hand, it's kind of like, that feels a little bit weird. The woes of being in a relationship with a medical professional. Yes. Excuse me. Just coughed up a bit there. To add to my previous point, the item will only re-roll an item in the same tier pool. For example, a green item turns into a green item. That makes sense. So basically, I've got to find a item that I don't like in a pool that's decent, and then use it. Also, did I even get anything off the beetle? Oh, I got the Hopo Feather. Okay. I'm fine with Hopo Feather. I've got a lot of Hopo for this run. He doesn't mean it in a bad way. I think you have to be a bit odd to want to be a surgeon. That's fair. And I kind of had the feeling, because I figure if he meant it in a bad way, you probably wouldn't... You probably would have had a different tone when you brought it up. I had briefly, as a much younger squirrel, the idea to be a surgeon, but I did not believe in myself at all, and the thought of having someone's life in my hands was terrifying, so I thought, you know what, instead, I could be a forensic pathologist, and then I would just get to cut up dead bodies. And then I wouldn't have to worry about that. Now, I'm glad that I failed at that, because while it would have suited me very well, it would have meant that I was working for the cops, and that would not have been cool. But I hadn't really thought that much about, you know, law enforcement and its role in society as a child. As an upshot, though, in high school, I did get to touch someone's brain. It was not in their skull, but I got to do go to the hospital and meet a pathologist, not a forensic pathologist, just a regular pathologist, and talk to them about their job. And I didn't really know what to ask them, and I think they understood that I was feeling very awkward, so they're like, "Hey kid, I've got a brain in this Tupperware. Would you like to touch it?" And I was like, would I? Holy shit. So I mean, it wasn't a Tupperware. It was like a plastic tub like you would put ice cream in. Which is, I don't even know if that's how they pack ice cream anymore. That's very old school. And I was just happy as a clam. It was sliced sections of brain. And I thought that was so fucking cool. Pathologists are funny like that. Yes, they are. I did go, when I was working at the funeral home, I did actually run into a pathologist that was eating in the lab. Just having a big ol' sandwich with somebody on the table. Now, it turned out that somebody on the table might have had CJD, so I think that pathologist was probably reconsidering their life choices after that, but I think it turned out in the end that they were negative for that. Kronos says, re-rolling boss items is pretty good since you get a shatter spleen or perforator. Last thing, and I'll shut up about the recycler. Lunar items and lunar item equipments are separate pools. Gotcha. And also, like, Kronos, don't feel like you gotta shut up. I love it when you drop the knowledge. I am here for the knowledge that you bring. I should probably use more mines. Evelyn says, I don't know what to say about that. Hospital workers are interesting. My parents are hospital workers, and the stuff I hear them talk about is wild. I can only imagine. My stories are probably pretty tame. I have had donuts in the embalming theater before, but like, I mean, who hasn't? It starts in med school. You know someone is going to end up in pathology when they bring lunch in the anatomy lab. I mean, look, at the very least, you can be absolutely certain that they're not going to steal it. The bodies, that is. Like, if you bring lunch into pediatrics, and those kids, they'll just take your cookies. They'll just straight up steal your cookies. But a corpse? Nah. Ain't gonna touch your lunch. True. I love it. I love eating donuts in an embalming theater. Look, Evelyn. We had this really nice guy who would come in and do the hair for us when there was special requests for hairstyles. And he was super cool and also like extremely camp gay in like a 50s but also made for TV kind of way. And he would bring in pastries. And he would bring in the best pastries. They were so good. So you too, I would dare you to not eat this man's pastries. God, I wonder if he's still alive, because he was like... Well, I mean, probably... He was mid-50s when I knew him in the 90s, so... Yeah, he'd be in his 70s now. There's like a good chance he's still alive. There's a certain curiosity to eating places that aren't typically suited for eating. This is true. This is definitely true. Just like... I don't know. Like, one of the things I loved about that job was just being places where you just normally aren't allowed to be. It feels very much like being in society's back rooms. And that was, it was very much a point of appeal for me. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that is just how I'm wired. It does kind of feel like that. It just, it's very like... There's this thing to being like, here's this whole section of the world that is integral to our lives, like our functioning, not our day-to-day lives necessarily, but just like how we function as societies, that we don't generally think of, and particularly with death, like we don't want to think of, but that still exists there in its own side thing, its own little bubble. And being a part of that is, it's definitely an interesting feeling. I did get to, I got to go to the medical examiners a lot, because basically anytime that we had, like, we picked up autopsies, or if we were doing cremations, because bodies needed to be checked prior to cremation, just in case there was, like, foul play, they needed to have a medical investigator give them a one-over. And so I ended up probably going to the medical examiners, like, I don't know, maybe at least once a week. And they are very interesting people. I saw a couple of things that I probably won't detail, just because they would need, like, content warnings, and it still would be kind of uncomfortable, but, like, it was definitely... See, you would see some things. And there was this one dude, he was an assistant, and he was super cool. Like, he was just this really cool dude. But he had, like, no sense of decorum or dignity other people's. So every time I would go, he'd be like, yo, Isco, check this out. You gotta check this out. And I'd be like, alright, what you got for me today? And he would just, like, flip a sheet off and be like, yo, and then give me the background. I'd be like, wow, that's a whole fucking thing that just happened right there. Krona says, question about embalming. Do they use special glue to keep corpses' eyes shut? We used airplane glue. Just regular, straight up super glue. You gotta be careful with it. You don't want to put too much on because it'll dry outside the lids. A dead body, wowzers. So is it awesome or is it awesome? Like, okay, I'm gonna tell one disposition story, just so that you get kind of like an idea here. This will have CWs for death, obviously. Grievous bodily trauma, specifically to the face. So, one of the guys that he showed me was a hunter, had been up in a tree blind, and had a heart attack, fell out of the tree, and laid there for like a couple of days. And basically his face got et. Most of it. So, like, yeah, yeah, I'm still going. Oh my god, Buttons, the timing that you've got. This was just, I was giving an example to Kronos because there was a dude that I used to see when I would go to the medical examiner's office when I worked at the funeral home to pick up people who'd been autopsied, and there was one assistant there who was really excited to show off like whatever new gnarly thing that they that had come into the office. So this particular one was, as I had mentioned, I don't know if you caught the story itself, but this hunter, Wisconsin, had a heart attack, fell out of a tree, was kind of just there for a while, and yeah, faces. The animals got his face, so it was a whole thing. But yeah, like that would be kind of what R would want to show off. It was a thing. Des says, gotta go. Got a meeting in 20 minutes. Des, it was wonderful to have you here as always. This was a bit of a stream, Des, but I do appreciate it. And Evelyn, I'm glad that you learn new things when you're in my streams. I will point out, and this is just kind of as a general, the yellow card system, but you can't see the yellow card system because you're not watching on something where you could see dealy bobbers. If we're ever on a topic that is causing distress, like if you feel like it's too much, for whatever reason, you don't have to explain yourself, but just put yellow card and topic in chat, and maybe at one of the mods or myself, and we will wrap up that topic. Because as much fun as it is to tell some of these stories sometimes, I don't want to hurt anybody. Like, I don't want to dump anything in anybody's heads that they're not going to be able to deal with, so yeah, that's one of our safety features here on channel. I'm glad at least you got to spend time with your cat at the end, Des, because I know that was a whole big thing for you. Oof! I died. No! Kronos! You died? This is unbelievable. Unacceptable. They gave us infusion? I mean, it's okay. It's not Like, wait, I didn't mean to pick that up. I was gonna recycle that. Now I'm kind of cheesed. I wasn't really affected by it, and I heard way worse from my parents, and that's tame in comparison, but that's good to know in future instances. Yeah, I mean, it was something that when the, like, when we were kind of in early days streaming, and, like, every now and then we'd have a topic come up that was really emotional for folks. I know for a while it was education, that education was a topic that was really easy to get folks wound up pretty bad. So we kind of just put the yellow card system in just as a safety feature, that if there was a topic that was kind of just really affecting somebody and they felt like they couldn't deal with it, that they could signal to us that we kind of needed to reel it in, and if we hadn't noticed. And interestingly enough, I think we've very rarely actually had to use or had somebody call in a yellow card. I want to think like just a handful of times, but it's nice to know that it's there. Because sometimes, you know, you get a mix of people and not everybody's got the same, what do you want to say? Not everybody handles the same topics in the same way, I guess. Which is something that I needed to learn, because I've got a lot of stories that are kind of rough. And I did have somebody actually, that was one of the times that I think a yellow card got called in, was that I was telling a story about a bar fight, and to me it was just like, what, no big thing. It's just a bar fight. It was pretty nasty, but, you know, but this kid, it really, it affected him, like, a fair amount. Wasn't something that he was comfortable listening to, so... It's a neat system to have in that case, but it's useful. That's really like what I wanted. Was, well, like any kind of safety feature, it's like you hope that it never comes up and that you never need to use it, but if it does, you're pretty glad that it's there. Yeah, it's like, it's like, it's definitely a byproduct of having spent so long with depression that I don't really have a strong relationship with my body, and descriptions of like injury or death like don't bother me at all. And I need to remember that, like, not everybody's like that. And that's good. Like, I don't think it's really a particularly great place for me to be, but it just kind of is by this point. But it's a good reminder. It's like, no, like, that's kind of not normal. So, to be a little bit more careful. Blue portal. There should be a blue portal. Also, fuck me sideways? Excuse me, but what? Excuse me, but what? This is not fair! We were doing so well! Oh, fuck! Oh, Jesus! Oh, God! Ah! Okay, Bubbles. Oh! Wait! I was in a bubble! I was Kronos! I was in a bubble! I was in a bubble! God damn it! I am so cheesed off! Ah! Asma says, And I'm gonna catch yours up too, Evelyn, but I want to catch Astro's first just because it just popped in my field of vision. That also comes with things like chronic pain and working in medicine. I have to remind both myself and Hubs when talking to people to be sensitive to that. Yeah. I can absolutely imagine that. I'm glad. I'm deeply glad, like, that at the very least my issues don't extend to chronic physical pain. It's something like my dad dealt with, because he had... I've told this story before, and I'll kind of keep it short this time, but he's had a bum hip, like, basically his entire life. And when they did his first hip replacement, the technique they used... the prosthetic that they used was not, like, really great. It was good for the time, I guess, but not like a modern hip replacement. And so, like, he spent most of his life and all of my childhood, like all of my time with him, in varying degrees of pain related to his hip. And it just... like, it just seemed like just a lot to fucking deal with. Evelyn was saying I'm the same way. Descriptions of that sort don't make me feel any way, but I find it disgusting to actually see. And that's like... that's probably a good place to be in, Evelyn. Hopefully, I deeply hope that you don't have to see a lot of that in your life. I was pretty lucky. Like, I know folks who have gone through much rougher lives than mine in that department. But I certainly could tell, like, some stories I think that would be pretty unpleasant. But they'd just be stories for you. But I would hope that you would never be in situations like that. Basically, I just want y'all to be safe. Kronos says, honestly, you shouldn't ever feel bad about losing to Teleporter G Lemurians. It's a pretty big hurdle even for skilled players. I don't feel bad in the sense, like, that I fucked up. I feel bad in the sense that, like, we had a really good run going. Like, that was a nice, fun run. I didn't expect it to win, but I figured, like, we could probably have gotten another 20 minutes out of that run without too much difficulty. And then it just hit that brick wall. It was just like, come on! That's not fair! That's super not fair! But that's okay. That's okay. It gives us a nice screen to do the wrap up on, because we are getting close to the 3-hour point. This is something that I'm gonna be asking again tomorrow, but I'll throw out early as a question tonight. Now, next week we will be starting to do, hopefully, the LBP3 story mode for, like, our long form stream. It shouldn't take us too long. I'm not looking to, like, ace everything. I can't get every prize because I can't do multiplayer. Sorry about the hiccups. But, like, I will be doing all the levels. I'll be doing the Pop-It puzzle stuff, all the story levels. I'm gonna do the Marvel kit after that. Well, see, that's the hopefully. Kronos, that's the hopefully part. Like, we could run into the progress bug. And if we run into the progress bug, then we'll just have to shift our plans. Because I'm not gonna do an 8-hour stream and try to do everything in one stream. That would just be senseless. But we're gonna do story mode. We'll do the Pop-It Academy. I want to do the Marvel pack, and we might do some of the other packs just, like, to do them. I haven't decided yet because like the Marvel pack is the only one that we can't do on the main file. So it makes sense to bundle it with this other file that we're using for story mode. But as someone who platinumed LBP3, do things like that on off-stream since it's very time-consuming. Like trophies for multiplayer and stuff. Well, like I've got like a bunch of the trophies, and I think the ones that I have left over I probably won't be able to get because they are like they all require multiplayer, and I've got the progress bug on my primary file, so like. But platinuming LBP3 is not really on my to-do list. The thing I want to ask though. The thing I want to ask is that, I thought it was a reference to EA stuff. I mean, it could be. Because it's LBP, and it's actual LBP, it's not Saba, I would like to do these streams as family friendly. But that means that if we do the 2 long-form streams as LBP story mode, and also have LBP community levels on Fridays, then we're gonna have like at least like 3 weeks of only family-friendly streams, and that feels like a lot to ask. So what I was thinking was we could shift the LBP stuff just to be the long form. And then Fridays we could do random stuff like Isaac or Risk of Rain 2 or Wipeout or Skullgirls or whatever, so that we could still have like 1 stream a week that is just regular, no worries about what we say. You could swear if you want to swear. But that's kind of like an idea that I'm kicking around. So, but that would mean that we would have no community levels for a couple of weeks. So there's like, I feel like you could also alternate between random game and community levels on Fridays. You know what? Like we could do that, Evelyn. Because back in the day, we used to do, we used to alternate LBP and Dreams community levels, and then like Dreams community levels. So that's a really good point that I hadn't thought of. We could do that. One Friday community days, another Friday's Isaac, and etc., etc. That's like, honestly, like that's not a bad idea. Maybe we will do it like that. Like, kind of thinking about it, and that's as close to the best of both worlds as we could get. Evelyn, thank you. Because I probably would not have even thought of that. You get the golden cupcake for tonight. I mean, you all deserve a cupcake. If cupcakes are a thing that you can consume safely, and you like cupcakes. If you don't, you know, your choice. But Evelyn gets the golden cupcake tonight. That was a really great idea. Alright. It did. It super did. What about banana bread? A better alternative. If Kronos, if banana bread is what floats your boat, if that's what trips your trigger, if that's what puts honey on your toast, which could be banana bread, because banana bread can be toasted, then by all means, please do. It was a good one. That's a good suggestion. See, this is why I need that teamwork gif, for one thing. But also, this is community, and that's like actually being sincere. I appreciate that. All right, but we are nearing the 3-hour point, so let me put a wrap up on this. Tomorrow night will be community levels, just because it's a regular Friday. Next week we start up story mode stuff. Hopefully that will work, but as Kronos said, it might not, and all this could just be worry for nothing. I've had a wonderful evening. This was really good end to the day. Like I was saying earlier, it started off a little bit rough today, but this is definitely a way that I like to wrap it up, and I do appreciate that, and I want to thank all of y'all. I will ask you, as always, to be taking care of yourselves. You know the drill. Water or electrolyte drinks. Get yourselves at least a meal a day. If you've got meds, be taking those meds on schedule, or as close to schedule as your brain meats will let you do. And importantly, as I always ask, just remember that you are in people's lives. You're in people's hearts. We want you to have as good a life as you can, to be as safe as you can, and to have the joy that you can in your life. I'm only one of these people, but there are absolutely definitely more out there. But that does it for us here at Disco About. Thank you so much, Evelyn. Yes. So from me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you. Arigato. Arigato. Sayonara. See you. And ciao.